Okay, today's video, I got a Fernandes. It's in rough shape, but my job today is to shine this thing up and make it look good. Okay, made in Japan Fernandes. I really don't know where to start on this thing. Oh, let me see if I can get the input jack even to work with me. I can't even get that thing to work. Alright, so yeah, I got my hands full today, guys. I really don't even really know where to start. It is missing its tone control. I think what I do, I gotta dismantle it. I think what I gotta do is pull the strings, take this bridge out of here. It's got some tape. I can clean that up. Then we can get this out of here and see if I can replace this tone control. Get the electronics working. Woo! It's going to be a long video. I hope you guys are prepared. Okay, I'll loosen these strings right here. And the good news is I think all 6 of these tuners are functioning properly. See if we can get the strings out of here. Okay, so the strings are off. And I'm just going to put a little 3-in-1 oil on some of this. And then I'm going to push these back in here, or run these back in so that I don't lose the little blocks that are in here when I take this apart. So I'm just going to tighten those a little bit. Let some of that 3-in-1 oil work itself in there. These strings were so rusty. This guitar looks like it hasn't been strung up since the 80s. This is probably a early 90s Fernandes. I can do some research. It's kind of cool. It has the little lizard right here on the 12th fret, painted fretboard, inverted neck, 24 frets. Super cool. Floyd Rose. This is a Super Strat from the early 90s. And you know, this is because of that hair metal that was going on in the 80s, and dudes love this kind of stuff. It'd be interesting to see. These kind of look like DiMarzios. Let me go ahead and I'm going to get this pickguard off of here. Let's look inside. This should be fun. Alright, let's see here now. Slide this out. It kind of goes underneath the neck a little bit there. Oh, I might have to pull the neck to get this off of here. Oh well, that's okay. Let's pull the neck off. We'll go ahead and we'll just take this whole guitar apart. Shouldn't be too bad. we go. Get that out of there. There it is. It's got some numbers on it. 24th fret, painted up nicely. I mean, I'll clean those frets. It looks pretty good. I love the inverted neck, the lefty neck, right? That is always a cool thing. I know Chapman Guitars does that on everyone. Rob Chapman. Okay, back to this. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a good look at what's going on. Oh, you know what? Here's what this is. This was a switch. There was no tone control there. Yeah, so it's got a switch. That's what was missing here. I thought we'd have to put a tone control. I should be able to get something a little nut to put on there to get that going again. Anything on the pickups that say what they are? No. Looks like good stuff in here. I'll just clean this. This should be relatively easy to get this going nicely. I do have to look at this input jack still though, because I couldn't get my cable to go in there. Huh. What is holding that in there? There it goes. Okay. Okay. Cool. It's just real gummy right here. Somebody had something going on with that. But it looks like all the soldering and everything underneath here seems like it's in good working order, so I'm just going to get some electronic spray cleaner and just try to spray things out. Yeah, this thing has been setting for a minute. I'm going to just put a whole bunch of glue begon on this right here. And I'll let that soak for a few minutes. And glue gone. And just let that soak and see if I can get that to get off of there. And I'm going to set this to the side now. And let's take a look at this neck. So I want to just kind of clean this first. I'm just going to take some furniture polish. And we'll see what happens here. Some of these screws, like right here, they're completely rusted, and it would look nice to change those. I might change out a couple of screws. I could probably go over to Ace Hardware and get some gold stuff. That makes a big difference, changing some of the screws out. Especially when they're completely rusted like that. Okay, now I can kind of see the frets. And we do have some fret wear. Not so much on the first fret. But we can kind of see it under the B string and a little bit under the G string, so there is a little tiny bit of fret wear. I think what I'm going to do is just take a little tiny piece of sandpaper and my fret guard. I'm just going to go over some of these and see if we can shine these babies up. Got to be careful not to scratch the paint on here. Yeah, I thought I was in for a lot of wiring right there, but it seems like I'm going to be able to get that part of the guitar done quickly. I don't think I need to turn my soldering iron on for anything. There is some fret wear on this guitar. I'm seeing it all the way up the neck now. It's got the really cool 12th, here at the 12th fret, it's got the, like a gecko inlay. That looks cool. Yeah, it's got fret wear. I'm not going to say it's minimal. I'm going to say it has a pretty average amount of fret wear on it. So somebody was playing this thing. It would be really cool to see, because I'm pretty sure this guitar lived its entire life in Japan and maybe down into Australia, but I don't think this guitar ever was in the United States of America until it was sent to me. So old Japanese guitars, I got kind of a lot of them now. And so if any of you guys are into this style of guitar, give me a call. I've got the 80s shreddy stuff. Got a lot of it. Well, not a lot, but you know, I probably have a half a dozen of them. Okay, I'm going to now, we're going to put a little bit of some polish on this neck. Because it's painted like this, I'm just going to use some turtle wax. And let's see what happens here. Wax it up. Just going crazy with it here. Getting years and years of dirt off of it. Okay, great camera work, but there it is. Pretty clean. This guitar is fire engine red. What kind of tuners do we got on there? It looks like Goto tuners. Made in Japan, probably. can just snug these down a little bit here. Sometimes you can tighten the ends here a little bit, but you don't want to over tighten them because the little piece of plastic in there will break. So you just want to give them a little tiny snug. Tighten it a little bit. Alright, so that's my neck. Kind of wish I could change these out. These two little screws right here. I might have something that would work for that. Okay, so the glue gun has been sitting there for a while. So I've got a little scraper that's shaped like a razor blade. Let me see if this is gonna... yeah, this stuff is on there. Not sure what to do about this. I guess I gotta just let it keep setting there for a while. Because that is messy. That is messy. This body should shine up nicely. The worst part of it is we have a nice little chip right here. But other than that, this body should shine up nicely. Alright, so here's the bridge. Nice amount of dust under it. I don't think this guitar has ever been cleaned or worked on. Even the rubber pad right here, where the whammy bar, where this trim rubs down on top of it, look how much use that has gotten. The posts, they still look straight though, which is a good thing, because a lot of times those things will bend forward. And I have to dig through my box of random parts and see if I have any gold or brass pieces that I can use here and there, and whatever I've got laying around, you know, I can use. But I think I'm just going to spray this trim down with some WD-40 and let it soak for a while. It does look like the G string here is too far forward. So I'll probably try to move some of that stuff around before I reinstall it. This looks like what it was masking tape for some reason. And it looks like masking tape that's been on here for like 20 years. Thank God this is the only area on the guitar that has this. And I'm hoping that this plastic scraper is not just gouging into the body. It looks like it's doing a pretty clean job so far. Got a lot of glue gun on here. It's a mess. It'll probably under this tape will be the shiniest spot on the guitar. starting to look pretty good. So I'm going through my spare parts, and I found some of these Floyd studs, right, that hold the bridge into place. And so I've got a couple, and they're all nice and new and shiny, and they look like the old ones fit right in here. So I think they will be perfect for this, to shine this sucker up and to look new. That's my goal on this one, because these right here, these are in bad shape, and they've lost all the goldness about them. But these right here, they look good. And I also found 3 small screws that are in like new, really nice condition. So what I'm going to do with that is put these right here in the front, right on the top, so they really catch your eye. So we got one for right there. And then let's see, what's the worst one? It's probably that one right there, because these are the ones that got sweat on them. So I'll put these in here so they look nice and new. Now these pick guards, you got to be careful not to over tighten, because you will crack these. Okay, so I'm taking these out because they were really rusty looking, and I'm hoping that I have some replacements that will fit through there. They might be too big. Oh, they fit. Awesome. Okay, so I've got some replacements for there. Let me just clean that a little bit. Okay. Just these 2 little screws are going to make such an improvement on this guitar. The overall look of it. There we go. Okay, so I'm here and I'm trying to clean this bridge up and make it look as nice as possible. But I see underneath here it says Takeuchi, made in Japan. So this is a real deal Japanese guitar. No fooling around with China. This is Japan. Snug these down a little tiny bit. And believe it or not, I think we're getting ready to put strings on it. So of course, my favorite strings are Ernie Ball 9-gauge Super Slinkies. So let's get some strings. Let's see if we can get this thing strung up. Yeah, these are the ones I like. Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9s. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, now this is where things can get tricky, because these little blocks right here that hold the strings, these things can mess up and not hold the string in there. I'm just gonna set that little piece down in there to kind of keep the trim level. Okay. So yeah, these things can mess up on you, and if these don't hold the strings, because they get old and they go bad. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are this far into the video, I really appreciate it. it means that you, one, you're really into guitars. Second, if you're still watching this, it means you have no life. You need to get a hobby. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I worry about these, man. The strings will pop out of there. And you don't want to over tighten them, but you want them to be nice and snug. Fernandes, made in Japan back in the day when they were trying to make the coolest 80s hair metal guitars going. Alright, so heard that. I almost kicked into a Poison song for a second. There it is, guys, an old school Fernandes. It's probably, honestly, this is probably the only one that is for sale in the United States of America. Give me a call if you guys are interested. Oh, and if you want a ZIMM'S Guitars t-shirt, there will be a link in the description below, man. Help out the channel. Buy yourself a ZIMM'S Guitars t-shirt, and everybody have a great day. Go buy a guitar.